this on straight.
Congratulations. I think that's so romantic on top of the Eiffel Tower. My prayers are with you, and congratulations.
Lindsay Lohan even gave Tom a special tribute on Leno.
So in honor of Tom Cruise, for everyone who's not in love, I'm gonna pull a Tom.
And luckily for Lindsay, there was no sprinkler head attached to Sean Robinson's microphone at the premiere of Herbie Fully Loaded. But there was plenty of something you don't normally see Lindsay out in: sunshine.
What do you have to say about this premiere? We got the cars.
I didn't know it would be this in.
Were you shocked when you got out of your car today?
I did. I said, well, first I said, well, where do I go? Because I just saw the block shut down.
It was Disney magic as Hollywood Boulevard transformed into a racetrack red carpet for the premiere of Herbie Fully Loaded. There were race cars, rides, bleachers full of fans, a start and finish line, even some real-life Herbies and their owners. And the movie star, Lindsay Lohan, came dressed to pose. You look fantastic, but you don't look like you're dressed to ride one of these babies right now. What do you think?
Oh, because I don't plan on it right now, not in this Valentino.
Although Lindsay certainly rules the racetrack in the film.
It's like we're connected or something.
While the premiere was Father's Day, it was Lindsay's mom, Dina, who was by her side. Swarmed by fans, Lindsay shared the spotlight with co-stars Michael Keaton and Matt Dillon, and this year's Indy 500 sensation, Danica Patrick. Last time I saw you, you were stalking Brad Pitt.
I know. I remember that.
Flashback to the Mr. and Mrs. Smith premiere, where Lindsay met Brad for the first time.
He's so cool.
What did you say to him?
I said, I just have to introduce myself, and he didn't know who I was. And then he was like, oh, I was like, yeah, nice hair. He was like, I want to talk to you later. And I was like, oh, okay.
Did he talk to you at the after party?
He did. He was really sweet.
And now Lindsay's on the lookout for the photos she and Brad took together.
I saw the picture.
Yeah.
It has to be framed. I have to find it.
How do you do it, Steven?
Giddy for the goods, and what girl wouldn't be surrounded by all these Stephen Webster gems? But Christina holds one piece particularly close to her heart.
The most favorite of mine has to be my engagement ring that he did. I'm happily engaged now.
Back in February, Christina showed off her new stunner, which cost fiance Jordan Bratman about $100,000. But when he met with Stephen to discuss the ring's fit, the designer was doubtful.
He gave me a size, said, no, it's impossible. It can't be.
He didn't believe it.
That's too small.
Pint-sized Christina only wears a size 3.5 ring.
I only met one person that had it the same size but smaller, was because she had just gotten engaged. She was Nicole Richie. She is a 3. So I was like, wow, she's my twin. He'll definitely be around for the whole ride, for the wedding.
And we joined Aguilera as she got a peek at Stephen's newest jewels. He has adorned stars like Jennifer Lopez, Sienna Miller, and Madonna.
This is really cute.
She pointed out her favorites and then tried on a few.
I'll just have to work out with this one.
Lindsay Lohan and the cast of Herbie Fully Loaded rev things up at the Hollywood premiere.
This is overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it's so fantastic. What's going on?
Yes, Lindsay's in the driver's seat for the Disney remake, but told Extra she still has concerns about her real-life run-in weeks ago with paparazzi.
We'll see what happens with that whole situation. We'll see if I get followed later. I feel like I've opened a lot of doors for people to just be more cautious, and they do stay back further for me now.
For you later in the show. But right now, let's dance with the stars.
Kelly Monaco's my partner. I am in.
Yeah, get in line. Jerry Pinicoli hits the floor with the stars, who has fans watching her figure and her feet.
She's the rumbalicious star generating some serious heat on the dance floor. And each week, nearly 15 million viewers are tuning in to ABC's hit Dancing with the Stars to see General Hospital's Kelly Monaco jump, jive, and wail.
Hi, Extra. Welcome to Dancing with the Stars practice rehearsal. You're getting a sneak peek.
We're on the set with a sexy soap star who's in a dancing duel with other celebrities like Seinfeld's John O'Hurley, supermodel Rachel Hunter, and former New Kid on the Block, Joey McIntyre.
Don't try this at home.
Kelly and her professional partner, Alec Mazzo, graced Extra with a look at the Viennese Waltz, which they'll be performing live tomorrow night.
This is the most difficult one so far.
I've had 4 days to learn this. 4 days to learn 2 dances, so this is extremely difficult. And I'm doing a split for the first time in my entire life.
But it's not just Kelly's moves getting the attention.
This week was the best you've been up to now.
It's her revealing sequined costumes.
We wear bloomers underneath all of our costumes. think there's an opportunity for a malfunction.
The former Playboy Playmate admits this ballroom workout beats hitting the treadmill.
I lost 8 pounds. I love it. And you know what? It is so much better than going to the gym and working out for 2 hours.
So will Kelly and Alec waltz their way to the finals?
Better watch to see the rest.
Find out tomorrow night on ABC.
Carpet to catch it all.
Lindsay Lohan is a lean, mean racing machine behind the wheel of the Love Bug, but off-screen, the suddenly slender teen is just trying to stay a step ahead of all the rumors about her new aerodynamic body.
You look great, but I do remember when you used to come here and you were slightly heavier. People want to just make sure you're...
I just hit puberty.
This morning on the Today Show, Lindsay addressed the topic of her shrinking waistline and shifting physique.
I mean, you grow up, you learn, you eat healthier, you work out, your body's changing. I mean, I was top heavy then, and then they said I got implants, and if I did, I must have gotten them taken out or something like that.
Then it was on to The View, where the topic was Lindsay's recent run-in with the paparazzi.
They do those sort of things to get you in a situation where they can then be the one to get the first shot. Right. Which is so sick. Yeah. It's real. And I was still nice to them.
Last night, in a barely there dress, Lindsay joked about the escalating media attention with David Letterman.
We were just chased here, actually, also.
Really? You know, nobody chases me anywhere.
Should I chase you?
Yeah, do you mind? Oh, my God.
Lindsay's latest movie, Herbie Fully Loaded, hits theaters today, and she told our Mary Hart taking NASCAR lessons was quite a ride.
We went like 195 miles an hour. I was covering my eyes. Not gonna lie to you.
And when it comes to the paparazzi, those lessons may just come in handy.
Well, I consider my car a race car.
If you start chasing after the paparazzi, I'm going to start worrying.
First, Lindsay and Tom aren't the only...
Tim Vincent joins us now, nailing yet another huge interview.
Thank you, Billy. Yes, as you know, I have a little bit of history with Destiny's Child, so when they called it quits last week, I didn't take it well. But good news today, calling it quits might not mean forever. Is Destiny's Child finished and retired, or is it put on a back burner?
There's definitely always a possibility. To say never at our age is really not smart. You never know what's gonna happen.
That's a relief for fans, but reality is after their US tour ends in September, the girls will split right at the height of their superstardom. Why have you decided to announce it now, then? Is there a specific reason, or...?
Spend more time with you.
I'm making my announcement on Access Hollywood. I'm retiring next week, and we can just go away. Not true, of course, but there is one thing I may be putting to rest, my fancy footwork. Last time I met you guys, you tried to give me a dance lesson.
I think it's way sexier when guys just bob their heads.
But I not like that. Well, I hung out with Shakira the other week, and she showed me a new move. Up, down.
Up, down.
Yeah, and then what?
And what did she teach you?
She did.
Oh, the chest pop thing. Okay, you got it.
Maybe Michelle is right. I'll leave the dancing to them and their new bootylicious Mattel dolls and my own wannabe lookalike.
We can pair him up with Michelle. And we can make them kiss.
It was scary, and they get so close to those walls. It's really scary.
New in theaters today, Lindsay Lohan takes off in the latest of the Herbie franchise, Herbie Fully Loaded.
How much driving did you do?
I studied a lot of the way the racers moved and everything, because you feel like driving regularly is not the same as how they drive. Ready to do this thing?
Last night, Lindsay headed to Letterman to promote her movie and explain in no uncertain terms her recent weight loss.
People are always saying, hey, she's losing weight. Are you losing weight?
I'm 19. I hit puberty when I was 17. So...
And as Lindsay matures, she's ready to move on to more adult roles. But there's one thing this fully loaded star will never fully reveal.
You'll never see me in a nude scene.
Never?
I'm not gonna do a nude scene.
I mean, down the road.
And there's no mystery for my private life.
Right.
But I just don't think that's I think there's a way for those kind of things to be tastefully done, and you don't need to show that.
And after all the promotion is done, what do the critics say? Well, according to our See It, Skip It poll, Herbie earned 5 See It's and 3 Skip It's. Not too shabby for a car. Let's work this off, my darling. Come on. Show me, Elliot. Show me.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
There he is, having fun with Eva Longoria yet again. For months, I've sat back quietly as Billy gets all the plum assignments with this desperate housewife. But my time has come. Guess who got the first on-set visit of her movie debut? Oh, yeah.
It's exact opposite of Gabrielle. I have clothes on.
That must be nice for a start.
It is nice.
Sorry, fellas, the lingerie-loving Longoria who plays sultry Gabrielle Solis is swapping her skimpy desperate duds for a suit, gun and Secret Service badge in the action pack The Sentinel.
No kissing.
You have no kissing scene?
No, I'm no one's love interest.
Can't believe that. Let's have to word with the producer.
The producer would be Michael Douglas, who also stars in the film.
Why did you choose her? Are you and Catherine fans of Desperate Housewives, or?
Yeah, we're big fans, but I wouldn't say that was not typecasting for a Secret Service agent.
It's Eva's first big movie and her first major case of stage fright.
I was really, really nervous at the beginning, and then Michael's just a legend.
She was game for it. I knew she was a jock. She's got a great team player mentality, good actress, not bad to look at.
I got you, you're dead. Bang, bang.
I've never been banged before.
And don't mess with this Texan. Eva's at home on the range, quickly putting Michael and co-star Kiefer Sutherland in their place.
Who was the fastest draw?
She's certainly the best shot, I can tell you that. I remember at one point, Eva just let off about 5 or 6 rounds. And Michael leaned back and went, oh my God. And they were all perfect bullseyes. This is not a woman you want to make angry.
I never knew that about you.
Yeah, no, my dad's a hunter, and I think we had every single type of gun in our house. I've been shooting with my dad at targets my whole life.
On set, Eva became the target of practical jokes, especially when she gave me a little tour of the day's scene.
This guy fell from up there and
Eva's obviously very comfortable in her new role as movie star, but I found out she hasn't left her desperate diva ways completely behind.
Do you think there's a job for me somewhere? Go and bring you coffee?
You could get me coffee, that'd be great.
What would you like?
I would like a latte, no foam, extra vanilla, and it's right upstairs. Thanks. Chop, chop!
For an exclusive Eva photo gallery, log on to accesshollywood.com. Oh, and Eva, latte, no foam, extra vanilla, but it's getting cold, so you might want to pick it up tonight, tomorrow, and you owe me $2.
More from Eva. Is she joining the war on the paparazzi?
I come home and there's people hiding in my bushes.
Eva's close encounter at her home.
I don't know if it's a rapist. I don't know if it's a murderer. And then it's a paparazzi.
And post-engagement,
It's your last chance to make a date with Destiny. They're going their separate ways, but these lovely, talented ladies are definitely going out on top and in style. Right, ladies?
Right, sugar.
Get it right. They're not breaking up.
We are not breaking up.
Really?
We are simply taking a little break from Destiny's Child for a long time. We're not breaking up. We're growing up.
They're touring the U.S. this summer, then moving on from the act they started when they were 9 years old. But Beyonce's already brainstorming projects they can do together down the road.
What about a Destiny's Child Broadway show? That would be nice, actually. We should do like Sparkle on Broadway or something. Oh, why did I say that? Do not take that idea.
And don't even bother asking Beyonce about the constant wedding rumors swirling over her and her man, Jay-Z.
Well, I tell you what, none of them are true.
Why is it so important for you to stay so private with your relationship? People want to know.
Just because I love to sing and I love to perform does not mean that every part of my life, everyone has a right to know.
They look and sound as great as ever. And after this summer, it will definitely be destiny fulfilled.
Here are Dana Devon and Mark McGrath.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the wardrobe malfunction everyone's talking about today.
Now the dancing queen who nearly lost her dress on Dancing with the Stars tangos with our Jerry Pinicoli.
Another night of huge ratings for Dancing with the Stars. Millions tuning in to watch some smooth moves, a wardrobe malfunction, and even tears.
It's something that I always dreamed of doing as a kid, and I got to do this for like 4 weeks, so it's been amazing.
Rachel Hunter couldn't fight back the tears as she was eliminated from the competition. Her dance partner, Jonathan, spoke to Extra about the mood after the show.
Everyone's hugging each other and a little crying and saying, we're going to miss you and it's not going to be the same. And so it's sad.
But the biggest moment of the night came when Kelly Monaco had a little wardrobe malfunction in the middle of her dance number during this spin move. Just yesterday, Monaco, who's known for her skimpy outfits, made this promise to Extra.
I don't think there's an opportunity for a malfunction.
So this morning on the set of her soap, General Hospital, Kelly had some splaining to do. So the million-dollar question, how did you keep your top from falling down?
The show must go on, so I had to roll with the punches, and as you could see through the dance, it went 5, 4, pop, 3, 2. I look at my partner, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna dance.
Kelly and her costume survived to make the final 3, along with former New Kid on the Block Joey McIntyre and Seinfeld alum John O'Hurley. We also caught up with O'Hurley rehearsing this morning, who reveals his dance partner had a malfunction of her own.
She popped open during dress rehearsal, and and I got a view of what my father used to refer to as the Promised Land.
See which star makes it to the Promised Land as the competition continues next week.
Now Tom Cruise is talking to Extra about his upcoming wedding. John Kelly popped the questions and found out fiancée Katie Holmes is never too far away.
He's been to every corner of the planet on his War of the Worlds world tour. Now Tom Cruise comes to Extra.
Hey, man.
And even after shaking 1 million hands across the globe, Tom stops to greet each and every member of our crew.
How are you, man?
Congratulations, man.
You were there in Roma. How are you, man?
Then, as fiancée Katie Holmes, sporting her brand new diamond, looked on.
Good to see you. Take care, young lady. I didn't know you were hiding back there.
We dove right into War of the Worlds, a Spielberg adventure so intense, Tom lost himself the first time he saw the movie.
When I saw the film, I called Steven afterwards. I forgot that I was in the movie.
Then it was time to get down to that wedding business.
I know you just got engaged. Have you even put your mind around when a wedding could happen?
No, you know what? We haven't. It was just that experience, and now when, you know, and kind of planning that. It'll be fun doing it.
No truth of the matter then of the fact that it possibly a 4th of July wedding.
No, I don't have time. I'm pre-production, you know. We got movies, you know, and I don't think so. You know, you never know.
At this point, we don't know, right?
You never know what's going to happen.
You're not making any promises.
I'm not making any promises.
You want to do something big, or you want to keep a low profile?
I don't know.
Depends.
I really haven't even, you know, I got to talk to Kate and see what's up there.
That's a smart move right there. You can check.
You know what I mean?
First.
No word yet on a best man, but you can bet War of the Worlds director Steven Spielberg, biker buddy Jay Leno, and Collateral co-star and his main man Jamie Foxx will all be there.
Hey!
First, coming July 3rd, Tom's got a birthday to worry about.
What number is that?
43.
43.
Yeah.
And what do you got written for the next chapter? Because, I mean, there's always something up Tom Cruise's sleeve.
Man, I got MI3, July 18th. We start shooting in Rome. I got to get this body built for some impact.
But first, we kick things off early.
So happy early birthday.
Wow, man. Wow, that is very cool. Look at this. You got the soccer in there, the wrestling.
Yeah, see?
Look at that.
And that wasn't all. We also had an engagement surprise.
We got this done.
That is beautiful.
We got this done.
Oh, my God. You're kidding me.
Well, it's a big day for you, man.
I got to tell you, that's hot. That's amazing.
It's a cool class act with us.
You're a cool
Least we can do, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to find a great place for this.
Breaking news. Well, this is a sight to see. Nicole Richie's fiance after he dropped 150 pounds. Carlos Diaz went clubbing with the DJ to find out about his incredible shrinking body.
He's engaged to Nicole Richie.
That's my very, very handsome fiance. Isn't he cute?
He's about to open his own club, and his DJ skills are in demand by Hollywood's hottest stars.
Let's go.
DJ AM is living large.
I've done Tom Cruise's birthday party, Usher's birthday party, Madonna's birthday party, Brad Pitt.
But just 2 years ago, DJ AM was living large, literally. Following celebs like Randy Jackson and Sharon Osbourne, DJ AM, real name Adam Goldstein, underwent gastric bypass surgery, going from 324 pounds down to 169.
You're half the person you used to be. Less than half.
How is that going?
It's great, you know. I feel amazing. People are just kind of in shock. They're like, "Where'd you go?" And they're grabbing my stomach. "Where are you? Are you in there? What happened to you?"
Richie fell in love with DJ AM before his weight loss, and now she's sporting a huge engagement ring.
It's pink sapphire diamonds. My wedding's gonna be next summer. I'm beyond excited.
While mixing at hot clubs like the Hard Rock's Body English in Vegas is nice, AM can't wait to open up his own joint next month in Hollywood.
Nicole named it. It's called LAX because it looks a lot like an airport terminal.
And you can bet stars like P. Diddy and Madonna will be calling to get on that guest list.
AM? Yeah, it's Madonna. And I was like, hold on a second, I want to call my mom. I was like, Mom, I gotta call you back. Madonna's in the line. I'm a happy, healthy, blessed, lucky DJ.
Looking good, bro.
Tom brings the war to American soil. War of the Worlds, that is. Hello, everybody. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm Mark Stonis. We've tracked his movie premieres all around the globe.
But now Mr. Cruise invades New York, and no surprise, Katie's Top Gun received a hero's welcome.
First of all, I just want to rub, okay? I just want to get a little of that, I want to get some of that joy, honey. Congratulations.
Wow.
I mean, from the bottom of my heart. Oh, I'm looking at her. How can you keep your eyes off her?
I can't. I love her.
Tom and I go way back, and though there weren't any couches to jump on, the once guarded star had no trouble expressing his feelings for his fiancée, admitting it was love at first sight.
Wait, after she said yes, first person you called?
Call the kids.
What'd she say? Guess what, Dad and Katie are gonna get married?
Very ecstatic. You know what I mean? It's such a, everyone loves her. They don't like her, they love her. And they see us together and they see how happy I am. You know, so there's just this great burst of celebration, you know?
Tom didn't disappoint the scores who jammed the streets of Manhattan to see the happy couple. There was no shortage of hugs and kisses.
Tom has always been good to his fans, but tonight, for over 2 hours, he took pictures, talked on cell phones, and signed autographs.
And of course, Katie was wearing her reported 5-carat diamond engagement ring. Tom told me he didn't realize the selection of a ring was such a weighty matter.
Would you have been more nervous picking it had you known it was such a big deal?
Man, I was nervous enough. You know, and I don't get nervous.
Tom's co-stars, Tim Robbins, Dakota Fanning, and director Steven Spielberg, were all on hand to experience the excitement. And how's this for a moment? Just as Tom and I start to talk about his sci-fi action thriller, which explodes into theaters Wednesday, mid-sentence, the hero actor makes a quick move and he rescues my mom.
It's epic, you know, the world is being destroyed. And
It's my mother.
Are you all right?
This is Tom Cruise. This is my mother, Beverly.
I saw you there. Oh, Beverly. How are you? How are you, Beverly? How you doing? I caught you. I was like, man, you okay?
I mean, Tom Cruise saves my mother.
Don't go anywhere. I will have so much more from the premiere later on ET. But first, Courtney.
Katie, Cruise, everybody's talking about the engagement, but just when are they getting married? I asked the question to the man who popped the question. Now, are you thinking big wedding or are you leaning towards small wedding?
I don't know. You know?
I say big so I can get on the list.
Hey, you're Tom Cruise. It can be enormous. Besides, I've already got a date. Your new biggest fan, a.k.a. my mom.
U.S. or romantic foreign soil?
I really don't know. She said yes, and since then it's just been good morning, fiance, good morning, fiance.
Okay, we'll give you some time on that one, but what about kids?
You guys tend to do things fast, or will it take time?
I don't know. It seemed like a long time for me to ask her to marry me, as far as I'm concerned, you know?
Earlier that day, Tom visited David Letterman, who was prepared for anything.
And I know it has...
The judge in the back.
Yeah.
That's very funny. That's Letterman classic.
Thank you very much.
On the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, Tom's ex, Mimi Rogers, rebuffed talk that the wedding is a stunt.
I'm the biggest movie star in the world. I have $1 gazillion. I need to do a fake wedding.
Do you keep in touch with Tom about this? Will you be at the wedding?
Okay, we have more marriage news. Now, the biggest wedding event of the summer is about to take place in Las Vegas, and our own Carlos Ponce is there. Carlos, this is going to be exciting.
Hey, Jan, here's a sure bet.
Monday.
Can
you believe it's been 40 years since Barbara Eden washed up on the beach in I Dream of Jeanie? The show still airs around the world through the magic of reruns, but only E.T. got blinked back in time by Barbara herself.
Baby boomers first fell in love with Jeanie back in 1965, a fact that had E.T.'s Leonard Maltin amazed.
Does it seem like 40 years?
It does. When I think about all that's happened since we did the show, it does seem like 40 years, but on the other hand, no. I feel the same.
To note the 40th anniversary, Barbara was honored with a plaque marking the spot where Jeanie worked her magic, historic Sunset Gower Studios, the original home of Columbia Pictures, celebrating its own 85th year.
A lot of memories here, yes.
Oh, lots and lots and lots.
Tell me about the day you got the word you were going to be doing the show and got some other good news, too.
The very day they called me to tell me the show had been picked up by NBC was the day my doctor called and said, "You're pregnant."
Barbara remembers going to the producer with plans to tell him.
And he said, "You're pregnant," like that as a joke. And I said, "Yes, and I can't do your show."
Luckily, the producer didn't agree.
We got 13 shows before I had the baby.
How did you hide your pregnancy?
They just kept putting veils from the top of my hat down in front of me. Just veils coming down like this. I looked like a walking tent.
Sometimes it was tough to hide.
I came into work and I looked on my little sofa, you know, and here's this red bathing suit. And I looked at it and I said, I can't wear that. You know, I was, what, 5.5 months pregnant.
Barbara still wears the necklace she wore on Jeanie and says she still catches some reruns.
I never watched them when I did them. I have a tough time watching myself. It's fun to watch her now because it is like watching someone else.
Well, she'll always be Jeanie to us.
Oh, I've had such a good time. But now I'll go home and see my dog, okay?
And here's some more Eden nostalgia for you. Did you know she once guest starred on I Love Lucy? Not only that, Lucy personally sewed sequins on Barbara's costume.
Access. Tom Cruise showed his passion when Billy brought up Brooke Shields' use of Paxil, and now Matt Lauer goes one step further. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Access Hollywood. I'm Sean Robinson and Nancy O'Dowd.
I'm Billy Bush. A spirited exchange between Matt and Tom took place, but first, with a month's worth of feedback between Tom's first Brooke comments and our second interview, I thought it was important to find out if he had any regrets.
When you're a person of your capabilities and leadership and you take a position, not everybody is going to agree with it. That's the definition of leadership. You have to hold firm, even on the Brooke Shields things.
When I sat down with Tom in May, he shared with me his no-tolerance approach towards psychiatry and the use of antidepressants, even going so far as to criticize Brooke Shields, whose recent book tells the story of how a prescription drug helped her heal from postpartum depression.
She doesn't know what these drugs are, and for her to promote it is irresponsible. And I wish her well in life. It's irresponsible to do that.
What about comments on that? I mean, she obviously she didn't take too kindly to it at first.
Brooke fired back to People magazine, saying, quote, I agree with him about his feelings on prescribing drugs to kids. We are in accord. Postpartum depression is a different matter. I think I'm more qualified to talk about that.
What do you think?
But before Tom could answer, time was called on the interview. However, he insisted upon responding.
Look, I just do want to say one thing on that. 2 seconds on that. Now, it's the same thing that I feel where you have misinformation. It's important to just keep communicating and keep talking about it and get people the facts on the situation. I care about Brooke. I care about her. And you know, it's just important that people get that information. That's all. That's how I feel about it.
Clearly, you've done the homework and you know the subject.
And you should.
And this morning on Today with fiancée Katie looking on, Tom's discussion with Matt Lauer turned into a war of the words when it came to the use of the prescription drug Ritalin.
Just knowing people who are on Ritalin isn't enough. You should be a little bit more responsible in knowing
I'm not prescribing Ritalin, Tom, and I'm not asking anyone else to do it.
Well, you are. You're saying no.
I know some people who seem to have been helped by it.
But it's like this is a very important issue.
This is a very,
and you know what? And you're here on the Today Show,
right?
And to talk about it in a way of saying, well, isn't it okay, and being reasonable about it when you don't know, and I do. I think that you should be a little bit more responsible in knowing what it is.
Although Access Hollywood viewer feedback to Tom's comments in our half-hour cruise special was mostly negative, Tom says feedback was just the opposite.
154,000 responses from the, you told me.
Yeah,
from
over
the,
200, over 200, almost 300,000.
From the interview that we did, stemming from that conversation, what were they all positive? What were they like?
Yeah, an outpour of positivity, thanking me for speaking out about psychiatric abuses. The groundswell has been quite impressive.
And later, Tom gave her a ring. Now Katie Holmes is going to need a dress. Bridal fashion's fit for the future Mrs. Cruz. Sean.
Well, Billy, we are talking a different kind of fashion when it comes to Eva Longoria and former NBA star turned TV personality John Salley. The friends bet on last night's NBA Finals, and now since my hometown Pistons couldn't get it done, someone's getting fitted for a Speedo.
I'm a man of my word, Eva. I know what happened.
Yeah, those were the Spurs celebrating on their home court at the expense of John Salley's beloved Pistons. And instead of getting his wish for Eva to show some skin on his best damn sports show.
So, Eva, I want you to wear a white, really nice bikini, and I want high heels, no coat.
John will be paying up on Eva's wager and make an appearance on Desperate Housewives in a Speedo, which really isn't all that bad.
Thank you. Thank you, Pistons. That's really what I wanted.
Well, it seems like a win-win. John gets to hang with the housewives, and Eva's good friend Tony Parker has an NBA championship. And like a good loser, John even had his swimsuit ready to go at his radio show this morning. But we had something else in mind.
I don't think a man like me can fit in anything this small. This is not even a hat.
Maybe we should move past the thought of John Salley in a Speedo for just a moment. All right, we go to Tim Vincent now in New York, who has seen for himself how Bice is gearing up for the big time. Tim.
Billy, Bo may not have won American Idol, but it doesn't appear second place will slow down his career that much. In fact, the way things are going, being runner-up is just fine.
But now I'm sure you know that I love you. I need you.
What's the weirdest thing that's happened to you since you've been on Pop Idol?
I've had some real doozies, man. I've had a lot of proposals. And...
Really?
Great God in heaven, you know I love you.
Has somebody come up to you yet and said, have you seen my Bice tattoo? And there's a picture of your face on somebody's arm.
No, but there
I'd
are
like to show you both.
I'm kidding, folks. I've only got a Billy Bush tattoo. But when I sat down with American Idol's runner-up Bice, he was just minutes away from his first Blender magazine photo shoot. And for more candid photos of Bo, log on to accesshollywood.com. All while celebrating the release of his very first single, Inside Your Heaven, including his now famous rendition of Vehicle. But with his newfound celebrity, don't expect this Alabama native to change.
What about your hair? Has anybody suggested you have your hair cut?
I've had plenty of people suggest I have a haircut.
But if somebody said we're going to take 3 inches off your hair, would you do it?
No.
Highlights?
No.
But unlike other celebrities who may not like appearing in the tabloids, this popular rocker welcomes the attention.
As far as you're concerned, the tabloids and everything that goes with it is good.
It's good. I love it.
Tabloids, paparazzi, there's something in the Star magazine that your girlfriend's pregnant.
All different kinds of things.
But is this true?
Man, you know I'm not going to give you a straight answer, because then if I tell you a straight answer, they're not going to write about me in the tabloids, man. I got to keep it out there.
But you can give us a straight answer now and then deny it tomorrow.
The truth is, we will get back to you after this break.
Well, with friends offers... Tom Cruise's 43rd birthday is on July 3rd, and we all know July 4th is kind of a big day. So taking that into account and knowing the way things have been moving, would it be so wrong to assume that Katie Holmes might need a wedding dress pretty soon? Just in case, here's tonight's very bridal fashion fix.
I'm so happy. I'm so in love with Tom, and that's all that I care about.
She's got the guy, the ring. Now Katie just needs the dress. For our special wedding fashion fix, we hit up celeb designer Monique Lhuillier, mastermind behind Britney's wedding gown, to unveil Hollywood's hottest bridal styles.
I think Katie Holmes is gonna make a gorgeous bride. She's just so classic and elegant and innocent and sweet at the same time.
There was a V-neck lace re-embroidered gown that was like fitted, drop-waisted with a full skirt. She's got great shoulders and a great torso area, and I thought that was very elegant. The other gown I was thinking of was a gazar strapless gown that's pleated on the top, has pickups on the back, and with a nice, delicate sash. I think that would be very pretty on her.
No matter what Katie chooses, it's gonna cost her. These dresses start at $7 grand. So Katie, when planning the big day to Tom, maybe leave that part out.
There's no denying Katie will look beautiful no matter what she wears, but we here are a little partial to another bride-to-be. Very soon, my friend Nancy O'Dell will walk down the aisle and become Mrs. Keith Zubchevich. Say that 100 times. No worries, she's keeping her own name. Dun, 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 almost that time, but first, our favorite bride-to-be and the one who wooed her, Keith Zubchevich, have some last-minute wedding preps to tend to. First up, LA's Place Vendôme to pick up their wedding bands.
I guess my only worry would be to make sure that it fits, because I'm probably going to love it so much that I never want it to fall off.
Neither will Keith, judging by that engagement rock.
You get to see him for the first time. Oh, how pretty. I feel married now. I have a lot of bling bling on.
Right. And it's a perfect fit for both.
It definitely says married. Now nobody else can meet you in the airport.
Yes, Nancy and Keith met at the airport as each was set to take flight. The real journey was just beginning.
I went to get her number, and my hands were shaking so badly that I didn't want to get a pencil, so I figured I would just punch her number into my phone, and I thought I was being a cool cucumber. Until she told me later that she could see my hands were shaking for you.
Keith, you have to turn off the TV right now.
That's because it's time for Nancy's last wedding dress fitting, La pièce de résistance, a Pamela Dennis stunner.
Oh, no! You know, I didn't want like a big traditional wedding dress. Am I blushy? I wanted it to be very fitted and sleek and simple. So you're gonna sew the beading all around here, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The bride's wardrobe wonder makers pinned, pulled, and prodded her, all while Nancy's Uncle Kirk, who happens to be the reverend performing their ceremony, looked on.
Oh, you want me to cover up a little more?
But good old Uncle Kirk doesn't have any complaints when it comes to Nancy's fiancé.
I'm very much impressed with her decision.
Good.
More impressed with his.
Oh.
Oh.
She is going to make a beautiful bride.
And you know what, Billy? Don't think of it as losing a co-anchor. Think of it as gaining a Zubchevich.
Monday on Access Hollywood, Nancy is one step closer to wedded bliss. We celebrate with her closest friends on her bridal shower weekend. You're invited.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We begin with Tom Cruise's tense moments on the Today Show.
Things got heated between the famously cool Cruise and Matt Lauer.
Tanika Ray has the anatomy of an unforgettable TV moment.
It was Cruise versus Lauer, head-to-head, as the Today Show set boiled over.
I understand there's abuse of all of these things.
No, you see, here's the problem. You don't know the history of psychiatry. I do.
What started the firefight? Tom railing against psychiatry, Ritalin for kids, and antidepressants. A topic that first exploded after Tom criticized Brooke Shields, who said Paxil saved her from postpartum depression.
Well, if antidepressants work for Brooke Shields, why isn't that okay?
I disagree with it.
Brooke launched her own cruise missile, saying in part Tom should stick to saving the world from aliens. And today, Tom explained why he's so vehemently against mind-altering drugs.
And she doesn't understand the history of psychiatry. She doesn't understand in the same way that you don't understand it, man.
But interviewer and interviewee really locked horns over the topic of kids on Ritalin.
Maybe there are too many kids on Ritalin. Maybe electric shock is...
kids on Ritalin. Matt.
I'm just saying, but aren't there examples where it works?
Matt, you don't even, you're glib. You don't even know what Ritalin is. If you start talking about chemical imbalance, you have to evaluate and read the research papers on how they came up with these theories, Matt. Okay? That's what I've done.
Clearly you've done the homework and you know the subject.
And you should. And you should do that also, because just knowing people who are on Ritalin isn't enough. You should be a little bit more responsible in knowing
I'm not prescribing Ritalin, Tom, and I'm not asking anyone else to do it. I'm
You're saying no,
I know some people who seem to have been helped by it.
But you're saying, but it's like, this is a very important issue. This is a very, and you know what, and you're here on the Today Show.
Right.
And to talk about it in a way of saying, well, isn't it okay, and being reasonable about it when you don't know, and I do. I think that you should be a little bit more responsible in knowing what it is.
See the rest of Tom and Matt's War of the Words Monday on Today.
And just 12 hours earlier, Cruz showed us his usual red carpet cool. In fact, for a moment, he even clowned around for our cameras. It was like a scene from his own movie. As Tom Cruise was mobbed once again by screaming fans at last night's New York premiere of War of the Worlds. And the big screen hero didn't disappoint them, sweeping Katie off her feet and getting down on bended knee for co-star Dakota Fanning.
Hello, Dad.
Get a hug?
Then Tom hijacked our John Kelly's microphone and did it again just for extra.
Are you having fun?
But Dakota had to give her screen dad and new best pal some lessons in interviewing.
Yeah, how are you doing?
How are you really doing? Okay?
Yeah, like if you do that and ask me a question.
Okay. How are you doing?
No.
Okay, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Are you just okay?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm great.
It's a night of your premiere.
So much fun.
I love the dress, love the shoes. Oh yeah. Love the dress, love the shoes.
The tireless Tom had just come from an interview with David Letterman on last night's Late Show.
Thank you.
And he was still laughing about Dave's attempt to get him and Katie to tie the knot on air.
He's always fun.
He always brings something different, doesn't he?
He had a judge there for Katie and I.
What kind of
judge? I looked at him, I said, you gotta be
He was ready to lock this thing up for you.
You know, with the classic Letterman shot, you know, with the framing and the guy's just standing there in the blue room ready to marry us. That's Letterman classic.
Thank you very much.
Letterman classic.
So did you lock it up?
What do you mean? Do we go?
Get married? Did you get married?
Kate was getting ready. Kate was at the hotel. He's got to tell me things beforehand.
Speaking of hands, Tom was really using his last night, signing maybe as many as 1,000 autographs.
You getting cramps yet? So, I mean, is your hand all right?
No, look at that. No, you can see. Look at this. You can tell this hand has been living, you know? I got the calluses. I got scars. That's from Minority Report. I've got a bunch of things here from putting my hands in glass on Mission Impossible.
You've got each scar down to the moment when it happened.
Man, I don't know all of them, but I just know they've been through it.
Meanwhile, legendary director Steven Spielberg told John a story of his own about getting a car from Tom and reciprocating with a motorcycle.
Tom gave me a really cherry gift, which I have been driving for the last 14 weeks.
Now, if I took a wild guess, would it happen to be one that he was driving in this movie?
One like it.
Yeah.
Not that one, but one
Shelby.
like it. Yeah, 66.
And it sounds like you got him a little two-wheeler out here?
Yeah, I just wanted to be safe on it, you know?
Others at last night's premiere included War of the Worlds co-star Tim Robbins with Love Susan Sarandon and family, Howard Stern and girlfriend Beth Ostrowski, and the Donald and Melania. The rest of America just has to wait until War of the Worlds opens next week.
Whitney.
You know, music wasn't Beyonce's only destiny.
Oh, no, she's had plenty of hits in the style department, too.
Yes, she has.
Indeed.
Now Tanika Ray reveals how Beyonce is making a Revlon red carpet fashion statement.
She rules the red carpet with her bold and beautiful fashion statements. And Beyonce's most memorable dresses and costumes were auctioned for charity last night. Many of the stunning creations were designed by Beyonce's mom, Tina Knowles, who has a line with Beyonce coming out this fall called House of Durand. Was there one dress you're like, Mom, I can't auction this one off. I cannot get rid of it? A lot of them.
The gold dress I wore on the red carpet at the Grammys.
Is she going to have separation anxiety, Mom?
I hope not, because, you know, we can make more.
The ongoing auction has raised more than $65,000 for VH1's Save the Music Foundation.
And even though I love the dresses and would love to have them myself, it's something way more important.
Now that's a generous fashion statement, Beyonce.
To make your fashion statement,